Hello, my loves. Hello, hello, hello. So I have a very fun, juicy, delicious expansion for you today. Today is all about the truth about light language. And as I'm talking about the truth about light language, I'm going to have some beautiful divine beings of light co-create with me today. I'm also going to have going to be accessing the Akashic records as well, just to really bring you an in-depth understanding of what light language is here for on this beautiful earth. So to start this off, and sometimes I will close my eyes just to really get into my channel. So accessing the Akashic records right now. And as we're accessing them, I just want to invite you to join this beautiful transmission with love. I invite you to really ground into your soul codes, ground into your higher self, and really allow yourself to receive this wisdom and guidance today. So for those of you that know me, hello. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Melissa Bates. I am a master quantum healer, a beautiful master light language facilitator and activator. And, I really consider myself a historian of light language for multiple reasons that I'll explain to you today. But one of my truest truths on this earth in this lifetime is to really bring so much guidance and wisdom about light language to the world, to my communities. And I do this by not only really grounding into it and loving it and understanding it, but also inviting other beautiful souls that have these contracts as well to show up, wake up, ascend, and pour the love of light language out into the world. So today's, juicy, delicious video is really going to be about, it's going to take you back to when light language really came to the beginning of this earth. So I just invite you to ground with me. So if you are familiar with beings of light and galactic beings of light, as well as, the term star seed, a lot of the beautiful star seeds that are on this earth right now, some really old and ancient, but some really new and fresh, are starting to play with what is known to be light language. I had this conversation last night with my team, and a lot of times when I speak light language, I get asked the question, well, is this speaking in tongues? And yes, it's very similar to speaking in tongues, but it's not quite the same. Because when we speak in tongues, it depends on what energy you are co-creating with. Sometimes when people are speaking in tongues, they are not co-creating with the light. They're co-creating with we live in a world of dark and light. So sometimes they can be co-creating with energy of darkness. So when we speak the word light language or the phrase light language, we're communicating with the frequency of love and light. So when we look at light language and the depths of it, it comes from a very ancient time, a very ancient moment of civilizing and inhabiting the earth. And when we go back into ancient times and we look at the tribulations of Atlantis, Atlantis was filled with light language. Atlantis was built with light language. And we even look, to other beautiful periods of Maya and the Egyptian culture. If you go and visit Egypt, you'll notice that there's light language all over the pyramids. And not only is light language all over the pyramids, but the groundwork of Egypt is actually set on light codes to hold that portal of light so deeply. That's why if you have the ability to travel to Egypt and really feel the vibration of it as a starseed, you're going to feel liberated, expanded. You're going to feel like you're home. Not all star seeds, especially the newer star seeds, didn't really grow up. And when I do this breathing, You might be asking, why are you doing that, Melissa? It's because I'm attuning to, I'm literally in the Akashic records right now, and I'm attuning to the vibration of the wisdom that's coming through. So when we look at the Akashic records, there's many beautiful souls that can access the Akashic records, but I'm accessing the Akashic records right now with my soul family known as the Arcturians. And right now we're accessing it with the Council of 12. So it's a very high vibration, and I'm attuning my body to receive the wisdom that's coming through. So I feel this really high vibration in my heart. And it's even like a burning sensation, not in a bad way, but the frequency is so high that it's also attuning my heart to really receive the vibration and the transmission. It's coming through my heart. So going back to ancient times and civilization of really starting to inhabit Earth. And when Mother Earth called to us beautiful starseeds, she called to us to really come through and begin the build of civilization. And when we started to communicate with each other, we communicated in light language. And that might seem weird to you right now as a human, but on a soul level, your soul's like, of course we communicate with light language, because when we're on Arcturus or in Sirius, or we're, hanging out on Lyra, or we're even still in the parallel universes of Atlantis and beyond, light language is being spoken. So we want to, fast forward into 2023, and we want you to understand what light language is here to do right here, right now. So let's ground you here, bringing your soul into 2023. The light language that's being spoken and called to right now, as of 2023, it's a cellular light language. And I've started to do this with my clients, really co-creating with their cells with light language. And when we look at the cellular DNA, our cells hold light. And a lot of times the cellular DNA of humanity and being one, co-creating with the matrix or with the collective deeply, which I don't do, but I did once. Our cells get very dense. Our cells, hold old programming of ancient times. Our cells hold old programming so ancient that it goes all the way back to slavery in many different genres, many different avenues of slavery on this earth. So when we look at, and this is the Arcturian Council of Light that's coming through, and just tuning your vibration to receive this. So when we look at the identity of slavery and how it's held the vibration on Earth, or still holding the vibration on Earth, a lot of souls are still enslaved, feeling unworthy, undeserving. They're still living out that idea of slavery, even though they are not shackled. They are not bound to masters. But their souls are still bound to that unworthiness and that guilt and that shame of feeling whole and complete, of feeling worthy and deserving. So when we come here, and there's so much that wants to come through. So we want to take a moment to really look at your ancestral line. And you might have a lot of slavery that runs through your ancestral line. There is honestly not one soul on this earth that doesn't have some type of slavery that goes through the line, the lineage. Some is more ingrained than others. A lot of beautiful souls that have come here to represent the phenomenon of people of color. You have more slavery in your lineage, more to heal, more to cleanse, more to release. But the souls that have also come here, taking up the identity of color, are really genuine, powerful souls here to illuminate the world at a very high capacity. Take a deep breath in. Beautiful. So now let's fast forward to 2023. When we look at a particular light language facilitator right now, and we're just going to take a moment because this human is grounding into this transmission. What you're experiencing here right now is a trans channel from the Arcturian Council of Light. When we look at the light language facilitators that are waking up and arising here in this moment, they are being called to start co-creating with cellular DNA for humanity to rise, ascend, grow, and evolve. When we look at the idea of shackles and slavery, when a soul cellular DNA is so enslaved with lack, fear, doubt, and scarcity, once again, you're still playing out the terminology of slavery, but in this new generation. So the light language that's coming to the earth right now is coming to unshackle you. It's coming to help you remember and remind you of your worth and the genuinity of your infinite truth as a soul, as a vibrant being of light, not here to save humanity, but to help humanity rise. So we'll close down the Akashic records here. And for those of you that already speak light language and are receiving this today, we ask you to rise. We ask you to purify your mind. We ask you to unshackle yourself. And we ask you to really take that path, that route to undiscover to literally undiscover the false illusions, leave them at the door, and come into the discovery of your infinite truth, the discovery of self, the discovery of being a light on this earth, a being of light, a being of not surviving, but thriving. So today, this is what we invite you to ground into, and we'll come back with more about the truth of light language. We'll create a series of it, maybe 2 to 3 parts, so that you can really illuminate the path more. But one thing that we want you to walk away with is that if you're being called to light language, it's because that it's no longer time for you to just survive. It's time for you to thrive, and your light language is calling you into your infinite truth. So with that said, we invite you to rise. We invite you to grow. Thank you for receiving this today. We love you. And for those of the beautiful Arcturian souls here, we are celebrating you for being here on Earth, and we invite you to co-create with the Arcturian Council of Light more, and we invite you to learn your lineage of being a beautiful Arcturian and what that means to yourself and the world here in this moment in time. And the Arcturian energy is, very close to humanity. That's why there are so many beautiful Arcturians on this earthly plane here. So if you're just receiving this and maybe you're just learning that you're Arcturian, or you feel something really deep in your heart, feeling like this is home, then we welcome you home, and we really welcome you to rise and be this powerful Arcturian being of light on the earth, because you're powerful, and the phenomenon within inside of you that's ready to grow and evolve is really going to create such change for the masses of humanity. Thank you. And greeting you and leaving you with a beautiful terminology. Namaste. Keeping the light within you. And anything that does not belong to you without. Thank you. Excuse me. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. That was a little insight and a little burp from clearing, letting those energies go. I always say, being a quantum healer, it's not always the cutest, but I absolutely love what I am here to do. So if you have been called to be a quantum healer or activate your light language, I fully invite you into the the work that I'm here doing on earth, I invite you into my Light Language Academy. I invite you to even attune to the website and check it out and understand it. I invite you to my beautiful retreats all around the world. The one that's coming up right here, right now, is in Bali, October 2023. So if you feel really called to connect to the Bali retreat, or I have a Maui retreat next May, as well as Sedona retreat. Next September. And also, as we all know, what's going on in Maui right now, we really want to send the deepest love for the healing of Maui. And so many people are not understanding this, but from my spirit team and even beautiful souls that I've spoken to, it's, you know, it's all happening for a reason. And what we can do is really just continuously support the beautiful families in need, the humanity in need, the land in need, and really support them. So if need be, when next year comes in May for the Maui retreat, if as a collective, and channeling from God, source, universe of all there is, if the Maui retreat needs to be moved, it will be moved to another island within Hawaii. But we will leave it up to the stars, as they say. But for now, I absolutely love you. I adore you. Thank you for receiving. If you have any questions on this, always feel to drop them down below, and feel free to write your biggest takeaways from even sitting with myself and the Arcturians today. And I love you so much. Thank you for being a part of my community. And you will see me soon. You will hear me soon. You will see me soon. I love you. And of course, if you're interested in anything that I stated above, all the links will be in the show notes and in comments below. Have a beautiful day. Bye, my loves.